Hi. Hello. Hello. My name is Ashanwa and welcome to LAJA. This is a channel dedicated to African fashion, prints, and textiles. I am going live today because I want to. Well, this is my first live on this channel, so it's really vulnerable for me. But I feel like going live is a good way to connect better with my subscribers and just try a different form of content than what I am originally used to because I do mostly make pre recorded videos. Anyways, if you're someone that likes African fashion, African textiles, you want to learn about the histories and the different ways to incorporate them into your wardrobe and lifestyle, please subscribe and follow along the journey. Before I begin, this is my outfit that I'm going to share with you. I am wearing this very cute boo boo. I got this on Amazon, best believe. It's so comfortable. I love the colors. I've worn this so many times since I got it, and I am a huge fan. I'm going to link it in the comment section after this live. Um, And yeah, so this is my first live. I don't know. I'm not really expecting a lot of people to like show up because it is my first live and I am in the process of bringing this channel back to life. But I did want to talk about a proverb, an Ika proverb. So if you're wondering what Ika is the tribe where I'm from. It's in the south of Nigeria, and I am from Delta State. So it's one of the local governments in Delta State, essentially. And yeah, so what I did was I created an ebook called 150 over 150 Ika proverbs you should know, where I spoke with my parents, my grandparents, all of who are deceased right now. May they rest in peace. And my um relatives, my extended relatives, to compile proverbs, and I put them into an ebook that you can purchase on my website, misslaja.com. And it's just a very simple book of proverbs, just all complete proverbs that are native to my culture. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about one of them and giving my own interpretation of the proverb and what it means to me. I don't have any notes. All I have is a proverb. I'm just going to be talking free flowing and hoping for the best. Um, Before I get into what the proverb is, if you like my earrings that I'm wearing right now, they are available for sale on my website, misslaja.com. They're handmade by my mom. She has her own jewelry business called Fulfilled Jewelry. And I have these earrings from her that are available to purchase. They're handmade with love, and I am obsessed with them. And I feel like you will be too. So, what is a proverb for today? If you can't tell by the title, it goes by money doesn't answer the call, it's the people who answer it. So I'll repeat again, money doesn't answer the call, it's the people who answer it. And it's actually so funny that I picked this proverb because I usually just pick up my book, the ebook, and I just pick a proverb at random because I was thinking about money today and just how I feel like I need to do a lot more inner work around money, because I have established my business and I have been looking for ways to get myself and get LAJA out there. There was a point in time where I gave up on LAJA completely and I kind of abandoned it. I've come back to it, and since I've been trying to kind of get it back on its feet and revive this channel and revive my business. let's just say I kind of lost passion. So when I saw this proverb, I just thought it was fitting to kind of discuss money, my money mindset, what money means to me, where I am with money, and just the different ways that how I view money as an entity. So for me, when I hear this proverb that goes by money doesn't answer the call, it's the people who do, it just reinforces the fact that money is not a living being. It's an entity. It's an energy. It's a means to get something, whether it's a product, an experience, material, it's a form of trade. Essentially, it's an energy form. And when the proverb says is the people who do, it essentially means that is the actual person who is the living entity that has the value. Because if you think about it, money doesn't have any value. I was watching this YouTube channel called El Antoinette, and she said that money is actually made of I think it's 70% cotton and 30% linen. So money is actually cloth. It's a piece of paper, literally. That's what it's made of. And it's us humans and people who actually give it its value. And because of that, I think that's also why in the Bible it says, the love of money is the root of all evil, because you're not actually meant to worship money, because money is not a living thing, it's just a piece of cloth. Is the human being that actually has the value. It's me as an individual that possesses the value. And when I have the value and I'm able to express that value and demonstrate it to an audience, that's when money follows. Ooh. So I think that's the first thing, and that's that money is in itself is not a living thing, and it's not something that we're meant to chase after because it is an energy. And I've been really reading into the metaphysics of money and just how it flows. Money is a flow as well. It's not something that is meant to be hoarded or um clenched with two fists, because it's a flow. That's why people call it um currency, current, bank, like a river bank, um cash flow, because it's something that flows, something that's meant to be circulated. It's not something that's meant to be held onto with tight fists. Money wants to move. It wants to know that it can be invested. It wants to know that it can grow. And when it detects that the individual is able to take care of it well. And when I say take care of it well, I mean by it's able to grow it, nurture it, and steward it correctly. Money is drawn to that individual, and they are able to not just attract money but hold on to money. So when you do possess value as an individual and you can communicate that value, you attract money. When you're a good steward of the money that you have, in the way you spend it, in the way you invest it, and how you use it, that's when you're actually able to hold on to money. So there are two portions to money, and one is actually attracting the money. That's one aspect, or I would say that's like the feminine aspect, attracting the money. And the second aspect is actually keeping the money and nurturing it, and that is the masculine aspect. So that's maybe you have a savings account or an investment account or a Roth IRA or index funds or stocks or bonds, etc. So those are like the two aspects. And I really want to focus more on the people um, who answer the call. And in this case, when the proverb said it's the people who answer the call, it just reminds me of the biblical verse where God gave the man talents, or the men talents. I think he gave some two, he gave a man two, he gave another man four, and he gave another man eight. And he told them to go and work with it and bring it back. So the man that had two talents, he went and buried his. He didn't do anything. The man that had four talents, and again, I might be butchering the story, but I'm paraphrasing. The man that had four talents, he went, he invested it, and he was able to produce a return of eight talents. And then the man that had eight talents, he was able to invest his, and he produced a return of 16 talents. And at the end of the day, when the master came back and asked them for the talents he had bestowed upon them, the one with 16 8 talents told him he was able to bring back 16. The one with 4 talents told him he was able to bring back 8. But the one that had 2 talents said that he had been, I forget what he said exactly, but he essentially told the master that he buried his and he didn't do anything with his talent. And this resulted in him, the master, taking away the talents were that he had initially bestowed upon him. So that's what it makes me think of when the Ika proverb says it's the people who answer the call. So the call is, in this case, God or the higher power, whatever you may believe in, bestowing the talents upon you, because I believe that every individual is given a specific type of talent that, or even talents in plural, that they can use to um sustain themselves. Because even in the Bible it says that we have creative and witty inventions in us that will be used to sustain us and help us sustain a livelihood. That's a saying that from this YouTube channel that I watch quite a bit, El Antoinette. I really love her channel. She just talks a lot about the energetics of money, and I'm a huge fan of her work. But one thing that I noticed that she always says is that um, we have creative, or the Bible says that we have creative and witty inventions in us that keep us, that will be used to sustain us. So we don't necessarily have to depend on, say, a job. We can actually use those talents to create an income and create a livelihood for ourselves. And one thing that I would say I've personally been struggling with is just being able to actualize those talents, either or answer the call. In this case, answer the call of that God or the higher power or the most high or spirit, whatever you call your higher power, has given. And it could be maybe because one has doubts, it could be because um you don't feel like you're good enough, you feel like other people are more talented than you are, or you feel like the market is saturated, that what you have isn't special. It could be for whatever reason. I know I faced all those reasons as well. And that's the equivalent of not answering the call, or in the biblical sense, not or in the biblical sense, burying your talents in the ground. So where was I going with that? Yeah, so that's just another perspective of that Ika proverb as well. So I know that's something I've personally struggled with, because I've always felt like, okay, who is going to be interested in African textiles or African proverbs and their history? I've been on this LAJA work for a really, really long time, almost 10 years, and I'm still in the process of building it. I haven't struck my pot of gold yet, but I still want to keep going because it's something that I love and I truly believe in, and I feel like there's a lot of value that I can offer. Um, and it really does have to do with battling those insecurities and knowing that what makes you unique from other people is being you and being your true and authentic self. Um, And no one can take that away from you. No one can do that. So that's the other portion of money, I would say, and having that mindset, because you have to make up your mind mentally first before the money can flow, is one thing that I've noticed. Um, Once you've made up your mind mentally, you kind of like get rid of the scarcity mindset, you get rid of the limiting beliefs, all of which I'm still working on, honestly, because again, I don't know who's going to see this video, but I just feel like I have to share that whatever idea that you have that's in you, whether it's a business, whether it's a course, whether it's a book, whatever it is, no matter how small it is, you don't have to think that it is futile or that it is um not helpful, because there's someone out there that needs what you have to offer. There's someone out there that needs it. And I feel like this proverb is asking us to answer the call, or the importance of answering the call, because behind answering the call is the money. Behind answering the call is the value that we have to offer, essentially, and is the fruit of us expressing our value, expressing our talents, expressing the gifts that God or spirit or the higher power has bestowed upon us. So, um, yeah, I think that is it for this proverb and what it means to me. I would love to know what your own perspective is on this proverb. What does it mean to you? How how do you interpret it, and what do you think of my interpretation? Please leave your comments down in the comment section. I would love to hear your feedback. And if you guys like me doing lives, please share and let me know. I'm happy to go live again, or I can just stick with pre recorded videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.